16 yards of compost is what they ended up sending me. Good start. Alright guys, this is the new site of next year's patch, so the 2023 patch. This was the area where I had a camper trailer here that I utilized while I was building my home. Since I had it pulled out, I'm going to be selling it here. And this is, the soil is very compact. It's been driven on, it's had the camper there, it's not very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to plow it up, turn it over, get this compost. It's 16 yards of compost that I'm having spread out here after I've gotten this turned over, and then I'm going to till it in after that, after it's spread, and then I'll see if I need more compost after that. But just to kind of give you a layout of the patch, currently I just kind of got some stakes in the ground, and it's going to be 40 feet wide per plant and 25 feet long, so to be approximately 1,000 square feet per plant. And there's going to be 3 plants. And then what I'm going to do is, just on the other side of that pole there, I'm going to do 2 other plants, smaller, 40 feet wide, probably about 20 feet long. And so I'll have room for 5 plants here. Still got to take out a couple of posts, and that tree is going to get moved to another area. But that's what we're going to be starting with. So I'm going to get into it, and then I'll give you some shots after we get going. So I've run the plow through first. I did one pass across the patch this way, and then I ran the tiller through to break up all the clods and everything after turning it over. So it's broke up pretty good here. Just waiting on the neighbor now to come by with his tractor with the bucket on the front so that I can spread the compost, and then I'll do another till in. So my neighbor stopped by. He got the compost all spread. So it's 3,000 square feet. This is enough for 3 plants. I'll be doing 2 more additional plants on the right and left side of this pole on the back side. But we'll wait to amend those. Those may be amended in the spring, but I wanted to get this main part of the patch starting to get the amendment, a little bit of structure, and also kind of give me an idea on how compost in the fall opposed to doing compost in the spring. So we'll go ahead and get the tiller going, get this all incorporated, and catch back up with you. Alright, so we got it nice and tilled now. There's a little bit of a dark spot you can see there, but for the most part everything's incorporated really well. Did 2 to 3 passes. Just made sure everything was broken up, mixed up good. Alright guys, welcome back to my patch. This is the 2023 season, so we're getting the soil amendments in. Came back from Danvers. The convention was awesome. Got to talk to a lot of great growers, good friends. Didn't get to talk to everybody, so that would be one thing I would say I regret. It's not getting to everybody I wanted to talk to, but definitely was great. Feel free to reach out if I missed you during the convention, but it was an awesome time we had there. Just to kind of touch on what we're doing today, just getting all of our basic soil amendments in. I won't be putting everything in. Today is March the 13th, so I want to definitely get some organics. I got to put a little bit more sulfur down. My soil test came back as high on pH, much higher than what I'd like, so I believe it was around a 7.3. I definitely want to drop that down below 7, and just got all the basic organic amendments, and we'll go through that a little bit here. Sorry for the wind, it's definitely a windy day today. I do have a load of compost that I have to put on that half of the patch where you can kind of see there's a color change. I did it on this half of the patch in the fall, so this has actually had time to really incorporate and break down. You can see it's kind of plowed up as well, so that's awesome. But we'll get into the soil amendment part of it. So first thing I'm adding, and I do this every year since I've been here, is just to add some looseness, some air, and you know, just the better tilth of the soil is the perlite. So I enjoy this. This is, I'm not sure what grade it is as far as size, but I would say it's probably a medium grade horticultural perlite. I have 32 bags of this across the patch. That's a 6,000 square foot patch. I plan to do 6 plants here, so about 1,000 feet per plant. Moving on to some of the other stuff. Got gypsum, so I'm going to go about 400 pounds across the entire patch on that. I don't want you guys getting wrapped up in the pounds and things like that, because your patch is going to be different based on your needs. So although I may list some numbers, I strongly advise you to get a soil test done and then have somebody work on that with you, and preferably 2 people's opinions. So between yourself and 2 other growers, you can really gauge on what a good action plan for your soil is. And I suggest people who have worked with the soil calculator. You don't have to go 100% by the book, it's a guideline, but definitely use that as a baseline for what works in your soil. Over here we have alfalfa. I think I have probably about 200 pounds of that, 200 to 300 pounds it looks like. Definitely needed my sulfur here, so I've got my elemental sulfur. This takes a little bit more time to break down. Does a nice job of lowering the pH over the course of time, but it is going to take some time for that to work. Next I have some humates. It does have a little bit of nitrogen in it. I have blood meal, obviously nitrogen, a little bit of proteins to help wake up the soil as well. Got some kelp meal, again that's biological, and it also has, you know, a lot of other minerals in it. And then we have beet pulp, so it's going to have some organics, some things to wake up the soil again, some proteins, and it also has some molasses in it, so it got some sugars to help feed the microbes as they wake up as well. So that's pretty much what we're going to be adding today. I'm not going to get into all the micronutrients and NP and Ks today, just for the simple fact is it's too cold and it's too far from the start of the season. So March 13th is about a month away from when I start my seeds, and with those other nutrients that are going to be like your boron and things like that that are easily leached, if I put them in now, I may lose quite a bit of that in the next month between rains and all that good stuff. So I want to make sure that I get them a little bit closer to planting time. So we'll go ahead and probably get some video footage and some time lapse of everything that I'm doing.